Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Red, 8-3, 50-61, matchbox, light.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They toss to Freeman. And an alley to run. Into the secondary again. And down to the 27-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Here's Freeman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down, Texas. 36.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Check right 54. Hard. You don't want nothing. You don't go. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars' 37-yard line. Showing it. Gone. Nickel. Delta.
2nd and 4. Gets it off to Freeman. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. This will be taken in at the 1. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin the drive with Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Tevin Coleman, 62 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, it's Freeman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Coleman, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Murray with a third and long. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 12, Murray, Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And the Texans first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Murray now. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 13 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
A gain of 5. Watch the ship. 61. That's box. Light. You got tight. You got tight. Ready.
Freeman again. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Here's 2nd and 8. Completes it to Hardman. And brought down, but not. First down. Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, Freeman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Yeah.
To throw on third down. Murray keeps himself upright.
I can't remember the flag.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Oh, shit. Where you want that one? Later.
Yeah.
I need to see.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Shit, that chain stupid,
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. They'll let it go deep for Freeman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Shit, I'm on 2K. Shit, he said he got in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Dude, what did I just click?
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Blue there. Blue there. See? My spot forward. Watch the screen.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for
like,
it.
It was hard work at first just because, shit, I had to
try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to want. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nicole Hardman, 60 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead.
Take a risk of them fucking your order up and shit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now.
3-story apartment.
Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead. So
it's like a little smaller jersey, but it was heavy.
At the same time, okay, guys, let's match the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far.
I'll be back.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Watch the whip.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today.
I'm up to 14 now. We start coming back a little bit. I just want to keep it up.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
Make it quick.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL.